So we're outside the Safir Hotel here in Maaloula in Syria. And so this hotel was badly destroyed during the war. Prior to the war, it was a 4-star hotel, very popular for people from Damascus to come here on vacation. But of course, knowing the history of the Syrian Civil War, this place was taken over by al-Nusra, which is the Al-Qaeda affiliate in Syria. And they took up positions here, and then the Syrian army attacked and drove them out into these hills further away. And so that is how this hotel got destroyed. And so if you see my other videos on Syria, you're gonna see me going through Damascus. Very different story on what Syria is like. There's a lot of different Syrias. This, unfortunately, is the sad reality of what has happened to this country after the war. Many places are completely destroyed. And so we wanna show you a little bit more about what this destruction looks like, give you an insight into just a little bit of the horribleness of the Syrian Civil War. So come with me, we're gonna go in the hotel and check it out and learn a little bit more about what happened here. So Maaloula is a Christian town. That's part of the reason why al-Nusra wanted to come here and destroy and take it over as much as they could. And so there are churches here. This is one of the, really the only place in the world where they speak the original language of Jesus Christ. And many of these churches were also destroyed. Al-Nusra went in there and stole a lot of the artifacts and defaced them, sold them on the black market, or destroyed them in some other way. But here we are at the Safir Hotel, another place that was very destroyed, more by the Syrian Army rather than al-Nusra from the attacking. But they also had a part in looting this whole place and stealing a lot of the pieces from it. So we're coming up now on the main walkway into the hotel. Behind me, this is where you would have parked your car. And then you could come in here to what looks like the reception, and there's a security guard here as well. Salam.
There's the reception.
The reception, wow. As you can see, completely destroyed.
تعرف تدور هون؟ تعرف هون المنطقة؟ أول مرة بشوفها.
قليل اجي.
وين رفعتها؟ هلا منا.
Wow. So what kind of fighting would have done something like this?
نوع القتال هون قعدت جبهة النصرة.
جبهة النصرة stayed here in the hotel.
وتحت قعد الجيش.
And the Syrian army was there.
And probably shelling this.
Yes.
So this would have been Nusra's position here in this hotel. And then the army, which you can see coming down this way. This looks like, must have been like an outdoor area, pizza oven back there. And then there's this just view down here. Maaloula, the city, is down here. And then the Syrian army would have been out there in those positions, firing this way. And so you can see that damage clearly, like, you know, would have blown up this side. The other side is not as bad, significantly better than over here, because of the way the firing would have come. We can come up here, get a little view.
So here in the terrace, we used to have the bar there. So they arrange parties and celebrations in here. And here you get the best view.
Wow. Yeah, you get amazing view of Maaloula here. And this would have been the terrace. Absolutely beautiful place. You'd see it would have been covered. And if you come out here, you can get this really incredible view of the city below. It's all surrounded by these rocks, and even in some of these rocks are tombs, different religious sites. You see some beautiful green farmland down there and all the city down here. So what was the place like before?
It used to
This
be a
all happened.
4 stars hotel, and many people from Maaloula used to live in Damascus or abroad, so they used to come here to celebrate, because we have the cross celebration every year, and also many others. And also they used to arrange like entertainment holidays or parties or wherever in this terrace.
And have you ever been here yourself?
Before the war, no.
No, okay, only seen it after.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. You can see this would have been the hotel bar right behind me. You see the bar area here, back area here, and then it would have come out onto this terrace. And it's completely destroyed. We're now headed back inside to the hotel. We're gonna go check out some of the rooms, see what they look like.
So here's the restaurant.
Wow.
And then we will go to the main hall.
The restaurant, or what's left of it. Beautiful view. See, the ground is just littered with tile from the wall here. You can see this is how it would have been, and these are the pieces that have fallen off, and they're just on the ground here. Bits of glass and stone. There's no furniture left. I assume that has all been looted, taken by the owners or other people.
You see? Bullets.
Bullet holes, yeah.
Yeah. This one used to be like an entertainment hall.
And so what happened to all the furniture? People took it, or they...
Yes, like when they finish, it was mostly destroyed. Then because after you end the battle or something, it will be some time, people will escape, and you need to make sure then to go. So yeah, it could be. So when Al-Nusra took control of this area, they steal the furniture and everything, and they smuggle it to Lebanon to sell it in the black market. Then when the liberation battle starts, the Syrian army push the militants to the mountains, then some of them get killed and some of them escape to Lebanon. So that's how it's missing here, the furniture and everything.
That would have been Al-Nusra took the furniture.
Yes, because they stayed here for a while, and during this time, they steal everything and
they
sell
could,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see, this is the old elevator here, and actually I see inside, but low button here. It's obviously an old elevator. Would have been an older style, but definitely not working now.
German.
Yeah, so from before the war, from 2011, you can see German, when they checked in, when they checked out, some notes about them. They're talking about canceling, cancellations. This is in late December, or yeah, this is in.
This is the reception.
Wow. So when exactly did the war start?
المعركة وقت بلشت بأي وقت بالضبط وصلوا لهون
هن وصلوا بشباط بال 2013
2013.
بس المعركة الأساسية صارت بلشت من 4 أيلول نفس 2013.
Here we see a booking for November for one night, a French nationality.
هذا وين؟
ايه هذا الباب هاي شايف الباب هذا هو.
And yeah, you see just cancellations, a bunch of cancellations from here. So you can see the original hall here, and then now, completely different. This is interesting. So these are the prices as of 2011, before the war. Single room, $48, double room, $54. But what's crazier is you see what it would be in Syrian currency. This 3,000.
Yeah, now it's like.
Now it's, yeah, this 3,000 is nothing. This 3,000, you can buy a bottle of water with that. And, you know, the dollar rate I'm sure has gone up somewhat since it's 2011. But really shows you kind of what has happened to the currency. That 3,000 is nothing. You know, you could never stay in a hotel for something like that. And so after the war, or during the war as well, that's what really happened to the currency. It lost a lot of its value. So now we're gonna go up into upstairs area, and or maybe downstairs, I'm not sure where we're going. We're gonna try and see one of the rooms.
So here's a room.
Okay, we can see a room here. Wow. Yeah, so this would have been the bathroom. And yeah, everything's gone. This would have been one of the rooms. And in here as well. Nothing left.
A swimming pool.
Behind me here is the pool. So up here, there's like a bar area, looks like a little restaurant terrace area. You come down and then come out here. This is the pool. Looks like a smaller kids pool or jacuzzi back there, but you can see it. All these bullet holes up here. Even in here is the changing room. Come in here and see. Some changing rooms, some shower stalls. We're gonna come over and see what this like other pool jacuzzi kind of thing is. Yeah, it looks like a jacuzzi maybe.
This is the kids' pool.
Or the kids' pool, okay. The kids' pool. And then you can see here, this looks dangerous. But would have been a railing here, of course, and then you can view out like this and see over the city. And some other views of the mountains in the distance. So this is the direction al-Nusra would have gone back to Lebanon.
Yes.
This way.
Through the mountains.
Wow. And tennis court here, of course.
Many bullets.
This is a car that would have belonged to the militants. It looks like possibly a Toyota. One of those pickup trucks, like a Toyota Helix, something like that. And you can just see all of these bullet holes here, all throughout the car.
Toyota.
Which model?
أي موديل? He don't know.
He doesn't know. Yeah, the pickup looks like some. Yeah. Wow.
They don't know exactly, but they said like it's around 3,000 years.
معبد here, Roman.
We're in an old Roman temple that's like 3,000 years old. That's kind of always been a part of the hotel property, and would have been like an attraction to come here and see at the time it was operating.
Also here in the middle.
Yeah,
Like
you
God's
see
wall.
like a bird. Wow.
It's not very clear, but it looks like the men of the Syrian army who liberate this area. Some names.
So this would be the names of some of the Syrian army people who would have liberated this place from al-Nusra right here. They wrote on the wall. You can also see here some pieces from some of the mortars. Very heavy metal. Would have also created a lot of shrapnel as well. Now that we're back on the other side of the hotel, you can really see this wall is like, looks normal. And it's because of the direction of fire. So as I said earlier, they would have been firing from the other way. That side's very, very destroyed. This side is the way they escaped that way. And so there's very, very little damage here relative to the other side.